At one point, I asked you if there were stages to developing BDD, and I think this is very interesting. Level 1, nose consciousness in private moments, dissatisfaction, mostly forgotten in public.
So that was before the first surgery, yeah. And, you know, it didn't advance pretty much beyond that on the first surgery. And I just thought, this is an imperfection. I was thinking about it a little bit, and just a little bit I was doing it was bothering me. So why should I ever have this thing that bothers me? You know, I'll get rid of it and then I'll be free, you know. But considering what happened later, you know, that was nothing.
Then you say level 2, on the brink. This is very clever, I think. It's very thought out. Carrying nose consciousness around while in public, fighting it off with varying degrees of success, struggling, wasting time in front of the mirror. This is now the kind of thing that many body dysmorphic patients talk about.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't at its worst point,
No.
Even then. Because then you say level 3, over the edge, full-blown obsession, spending several hours in front of the mirror, difficulty thinking of anything else. Can you recall what it was like being in that situation and describe it to me?
It's terrible. It's basically totally, I guess it's insanity because you've lost total control over your mind. And at that point, I don't think, you know, talk therapy or whatever. I mean, it might be valuable before the first surgery, if someone said, well, maybe it's not your nose that it's bothering you. Maybe, you know, use this other things and let's talk about it. I think maybe some, you know, that kind of cognitive therapy would have been helpful at that point. But when I had reached that level, you know, that's when you have no control of your mind. It was so bad. I do remember, like, one time I was so confused. I couldn't figure out how to put my t-shirt on. I think my mother brought me to the hospital at that time. I did things, I think I got delusional.